Hi guys, I'm sorry about that. It just got cut off again, and please bear with me. Forgive me. I don't know what's happening, but every time that I try to record, it's getting cut off. So I decided to stop the music in the background on YouTube just to see if it will work. And unfortunately, I have to do part one, part two as the first rodeo until I figure it out a better way to just keep this going. And thank you so much for your patience. So continuing to the topic that we were, where we stopped, I'm going to try to pick up from that. And this is about my own personal experience on my spiritual journey. And I'm talking from my own experience throughout my life, throughout, the things that I went through to get here. And trust me, never I thought that it, will happen this way. Because sometimes in the midst of things, in the midst of, life challenges, trials, tests, you get lost a little bit. And I'm sure some of us can, some of you can relate with what I'm saying. And it's about not getting distracted on the other voice. The devil tries to distract you. He tries to destroy you. He tries to get you off your path. Because this is how I learned how to differentiate. The voice of God, it's full of greatness. It's full of good, positive, nourishing words that can guide you into your higher self, into success, into anything pretty much you put your mind into. He will lead you there if you let him, if you allow him. It's going to be a process, and throughout that process, everything in it, including the tests, the trials, anything that you can think of, that's to strengthen you. That's to endure you to become the person that you are supposed to be. Because it's a progress. It's a work in progress. And you always can be a better person that you were today. And that's one example. And another thing that I do want to stress, God will never confuse you. He will never talk down to you. He will never make you feel in any shape or form that you have, that brings you guilt, shame, pain. What else? He will lift you up. And the way I learned how to hear the voice of God is, by doing some research as well. YouTube always have videos on how, you can find them by different people, or you can read if you're more like a reader. And it's also, you can use the Bible to search anything for words of confirmation, reassurance, anything. Or you can just ask him. He will show you the signs. He will talk to you. And when he talks to you, there's no confusion. You're going to feel it in your spirit. It's beyond what I'm trying to explain. And the devil will try to distract you from that. He will try to feed things in your head so you can get confused, because that's the work of the devil. That's the dark work, So his voice is firm. It's almost when someone speaks to you with confidence that you can, your instincts. There's something, a feeling that you get, okay, I can believe, I can trust. That's how, one of the ways that I want to try to describe how I found the voice of God, and he's helping me throughout this. He helped me to gain the courage to come into this video to share this message, because somehow, somewhere, someone might need to hear this today. And I feel like it's a way that he wants to use me to push this message to get to you. So there was a period of time where all I was feeling was sorrow. All I was feeling every day, it was just, I just didn't want to face myself. I was in a dark place. Just put it that way. I was in a dark place. I was also feeling depressed. I didn't know how to let go. And trying to find other ways, I tried in this journey, I tried in the past religion. Let me be very careful when I say this, because I do not by any means have the intention to offend anybody or judge anyone. But for me, religion doesn't work. I do believe there is a creator. I do believe in God. I was raised in religion, but I wasn't fulfilled because I felt like that was a routine for me. It became a routine and I wasn't feeling connected. I didn't develop the relationship that I wanted to develop with God through religion. It wasn't through that. The routine was going to church, taking Bible studies, it wasn't for me, guys. And I did it because when you grow up in a traditional family and that's what they do, most likely you're going to become doing the same thing that they do. And being young and not an adult, you don't really have much autonomy to, decide for yourself. So my parents decide everything for me. Normal. This is nothing new. But growing up, I always felt like there was something missing. And I've been in and out. I'm going to be very honest. I've been in and out in that connection. And what amazes me is that every time that I came back, some way, somehow, it happened. At times I was looking for it and I got distracted. The devil works really hard to pull you. You just have to have the strength, pray, ask God to give you the strength, ask God to show you the way, and let God nourish that. Let God strengthen your weakness, because we are bound to get into temptation if we don't have self-discipline, if we don't have control of things. Anything can happen. And that's what happened in the process of self-development, in the process of learning about myself, learning about the world, having minimum social awareness, led me into distractions as well. It's not just the devil. It could be an internal problem as well. It could be, I don't know, maybe your environment. Maybe you're in a toxic environment. Maybe all you hear, all you surround by is negativity and toxicity. So that's another thing too that is hard for, someone to get, pick up yourself and get out of it, because it depends on in my opinion, it depends on your interpersonal skills. It depends on, the path that you need to take, that you want to take. The choices that you make for yourself. If you're a person that have self-love, have self-respect, and most of us didn't learn that as a young age. So it's very tricky, because the universe has its own way to teach you lessons. And sometimes if you are in a mode of resistance, if you are, it could be something that you're doing that you're not aware that you're doing, but you're doing it. And it could affect you unintentionally. And sometimes we don't even know how much we're affecting ourselves. We are, stopping ourselves from growing. And you can only grow by learning. It could be by anything. It could be by, you can learn, if you learn something about, for example, a word. If you learn, for example, plant, just an example, the word plant. There's different things that you can learn about plants. There's different layers. You can go deep into as far as the seed to where it grows and it becomes a plant full of life, full of beauty. And again, it all comes back to the Creator, because He created everything. He blessed us with everything that it's in the universe and it's in this world for us to, benefit from it the best way that we can. And, one thing I was doing, and I don't want you to do, because it definitely caused more pain and damage in my journey, and I don't want you to feel, I don't wish that on nobody. I kept blaming myself. I kept, feeling guilt, shame, confused. I didn't know why I was doing the things that I was doing, and the universe kept pushing me. My circumstances, everything. Like, at some point after so many lessons, and sometimes if you get stuck and you continue to do the same thing, the universe is going to get to a point where it's going to be, look, you're going through the same cycle. It becomes a cycle. How are you going to break out of that? It's going to take you, inner strength, and of course, Him, the Father. Even when in the weakest moment, if you don't feel strong, get to your own zone, get to your own space. Find a quiet space where you can be, that you can clear the atmosphere, you can actually focus. That's the word that I'm trying to find. You can actually focus on the present moment. And that's when you get the opportunity to clear your head, clear your mind from all the thoughts. Could be a past thought, could be a present thought. And you might be worried about the future, but trust me, it is possible to get there. It takes some energy out of you, but I promise you at the end, it's going to be worth it, because you're going to find the answers. That's how I find my answers. And it came in different shape and forms. Sometimes it could be an idea that I had and I didn't know how to go about it. And sometimes I could be, there was times that I was on YouTube and that thing just popped up. I was Googling something and something related to that came up. And when that happens, I don't feel like it's a coincidence. It's not just a coincidence. It's the prayer that I made for Him to show me the way, for Him to heal me, for Him to guide me into my purpose. Because I want to surrender. I don't have to be in control of everything. I don't want to. But I do ask Him. I do reach out. I do get to Him. I do talk to Him. Because prayers is not just reading the Bible or, prayers itself. You can make your own prayers by just talking to Him, by just expressing yourself. It's just you and Him. No one is there to judge you. No one is there to listen to you. That's why I'm saying you have to create your own space, your own time. It could be like at the beach. You can go for a walk at the beach. You're surrounded by God. You're surrounded by the Holy Spirit, the energy of the Creator. That's when you can get into your space of focus and talk to Him. Anything that comes in your mind, it doesn't have to be a perfect sentence. It doesn't have to be you can just say, as an example, help me get through this. Or, thank you. It's important to thank Him, to say, I'm grateful for waking up another day. I'm thankful that I'm healed from a illness. I'm thankful for, you protecting me from this pandemic. I'm still alive. I'm still waking up. My family are okay. I can see. I can think. I can walk. My heart is beating on my chest. I have food. I have heat, I have water to shower. There's so many different things that you can thank him for. And all that gratitude, it's going to turn into an energy of law of attraction. You know, everything that you wish for, everything that you desire, put your trust in him, and the universe is going to work on bringing that to you. You deserve it. Why not? Why not? Even people that have done worse things that you can possibly think of, God still watches over them. God still loves them the same way. Why? Because we are one in his eyes. It doesn't matter the race. It doesn't matter if you have religion or not. It doesn't matter the color of your eye, the type of hair you have, what kind of car you drive, if you have a house, if you're homeless, if you're sick, if you're healthy. These are the things that you can actually compare. Because there's always someone better or someone in a worse position than you are right now, right here. So I started to pray. I started to talk to him. Sometimes it would be a short conversation, and the moment that I think he wasn't listening to me, he was listening to me. He was listening to me. I pray for peace of mind. I pray for healing. I pray for guidance. And I'm finding all these things. And I'm so amazed. I'm so blessed. And that's what I say every time people ask me, oh, how you doing? I'm blessed. I feel blessed. You know, I stopped the negative talking. I stopped saying, oh, and it takes some practice. And it took some getting used to. It was not something that I woke up one day and it magically happened. No. I went through that phase. I went through that process where all I can think of is worry about the future, worry about what I don't have, worry about what I want to have. It's always like something like, that it wasn't positive. It wasn't working. Because by thinking that those thoughts, it made me feel stuck in that moment. Feel like, okay, nothing is gonna ever work out. If you say nothing is gonna ever work out, nothing is gonna ever work out. Again, the law of attraction. Start speaking it. And this, what I'm saying here, you will find it in different, most people, you find people that went through the same process and are saying that because it's true. It's true. I'd rather be on YouTube and be genuine and talk about my personal experience than something substantial than something vague, because there's a lot of things that I could be doing, but I'm still a work in progress and I want to be myself. That's my number one priority, is to be myself. So when I look back at these videos, I can see the glory of God. I can see the work, the growth. This is all about growth. It's not about fame. It's not about me being famous. It's about my personal growth, And if I can, record videos and put it out there and connect with people from different places, and pass the message, and maybe it will touch someone. Maybe it will lift you up. Maybe it will motivate you. Because everything is a learning process. Nobody came to this world knowing everything, including me. And I had to learn that, because I'm the type to be really hard on myself. I used to criticize myself a lot. There's still things that God is still working on me, and you can get there too. And you don't have to put a date on it. It doesn't have to be, okay, within a week I have to be this, and that. Within 3 months I want to, no. Don't think like that. Don't be me. And trust me, I am a friendly person, but I'm very private. It took a lot out of me to finally decide to make a video to put on YouTube, to put my face, to get comfortable. People are gonna see me, they're gonna judge me, who knows? But I'm not focused on that. I don't really care about that. I care about adding value into what you going through right now, or what you want to do. Or it could be, maybe I'm uplifting somebody, maybe I'm supporting you on an idea, and that's me. That's me. And things doesn't have to be perfect for me to connect with people. And you can be in the other side of the world, and you can feel everything that I'm saying in every single cell of your body. And you get caught up with life. And I did thought about coming back to make a video, but I wanted to have a reason to come back, and I didn't mean it for it to take this long. But when that voice came and it told me you should make a video, I didn't think twice. As soon as I got home, that's what I try to set up to do, and I'm glad I did it. And I hope I connect with someone. I hope you you received my message, and I wish you nothing but peace, love, and light. Thank you for coming back.